Hey guys, Chin Graves here, and doing a AmeskeOHJ's tag and washing dishes. So let's get into it, I guess. So anyway, hope all you guys are doing great. So the first question on AmeskeOHJ's tag is, who has the most similar taste to yours, to mine? So I'm assuming this is all manga wise. Honestly, there's a bunch of y'all that have the same taste as me. Um, you know, you just don't all have the same taste collectively, I guess you'd say. Because there's a bunch of stuff that me and AmeskeOHJ likes. There's a lot of stuff that me and Otaku Mike like. There's a lot of stuff that me and Flip like. Me and everybody else, like we all, I'd say a lot of people have some of the same taste. I mean, you know, the only way you wouldn't really be able to have the same taste is if you didn't know manga at all. So, but, so there's that. We had pasta, so there's some dishes here and there. But anyway, so on to question 2. So question 2 has the most variety in their collection. Honestly, whoever has the most variety, there's a lot of people, I would say. I don't know what in variety you mean, like the different genres and stuff. I would have to say I'm pretty good on variety. Obviously. But, other than that, I would probably say, I don't know, everybody kind of has like a certain one that they stick to. A certain genre or something like that. Who would I say? I don't know. That's a pretty good question. You know, there's people that have a bunch of different stuff that they like, but I don't feel like they have that much variety when it comes down to different genres, publishers, that whole thing like that. I mean, some of us do, but I feel like the big thing with this one is you don't really know who's got that big of a publishing thing, because not all of us show like the same manga, you know, all the time, or if we're reading it, maybe we don't focus on it that much. So, you know, I don't think any of us really give off that much variety when we're doing it. You know, we let you know which ones we really like, and that usually has some of the same variety to it. But other than that, probably, if I had to pick, I would probably say maybe Bizarre Individual. Maybe. So, anyway, question 3. Who is the second-hand king or queen of manga? The regular king, I would say Lohali. Obviously, that's who everybody's picking for this. The queen, I would say Manga Hoarder. just because Manga Hoarder does a good thing about getting all her stuff pretty close to secondhand, or finding it, you know, pretty much like that. And then Bizarre Individual's pretty good at that too. Let's see. Number 4. Who is likely to do this tag? Taku Mike. Even before he did his video, I would have said Taku Mike, because Taku Mike usually makes sure to do all of the AmeskeOHJ's tags. Even if it's something, some of them, it's hard for me to like say I don't fully understand it, so I'll kind of avoid it. Which I think I've only done that to like one of them, but I always see a Taku Mike do these. So let's see. This is orange cream soda, guys. Nothing alcoholic. Who knows my collection the most? I would hope so. Everybody on Goodreads. That's my friend on there. But who knows it by heart would probably only be me. Sad to say. You know, it's a feat to know and understand that, like 500 books, it's a bigger feat to know, you know, over 4,000 plus. So I don't think really there's that many people that know or can give you basically all of them right off the top of their head or something like that. I mean, they'd be there for a while. Let's just say that that's true. So let's see what else. Who do you instantly take recommendations from? I would say I'm pretty good about getting a recommendation from everybody. At least one, whenever somebody talks about it passionately, either being bad or being good. I'll try and pick it up. But most of the time, I would have to say that there's not really a recommendation that's taken, just because I'll read a diagnosis or something, or see the cover of a book, and I'll take it. So it's kind of that. Gives good advice. Bizarre Individual gives good advice. Taku Mike gives good advice. Danny gives a lot of good advice. Most of the people that are just a little older than me, like those 3 people are, you know, they're only a few years, like 2. We'll go with that, okay? Let's see. Knows the classics. I would say there's 2 different kinds of these people that know the classics pretty well. The first one I would probably say is Miggs, just because a bunch of those older series he was trying to collect for a while. But if we're talking about like the regular classics, like classic re-releases and all that, I would have to give it to a Taku Mike. You know, he knows Devilman, he knows Cutie Honey, all those other ones that are old and that have already come out at one point or another. So let's see. 9. Who would you take to war? Who would I take to war? I'd probably take all y'all, honestly. Because, you know, more people would be a lot better. We could work like a platoon or whatever. Taku Mike, Bizarre Individual, Migs, Danny D, Lovely, Flippataku, Kawaii, AmeskeOHJ, Simply Gee, Manga Hoarder, Pinky Goggles, Simply Rose, Lindsay Tutt, Base Jelrin, Chewy Senpai, Toaster Cat, Insidious Swede, Fatal Ferret. I mean, we're all kind of a mixed bunch all together. And honestly, I mean, I think we'd win a war if we all went to it, you know? So, we all got different skill sets. We'd rock it, just saying. So, let's see. So, after that, who is the funniest? I think everybody's got their own sense of humor, but I would probably say Taku Mike, Bizarre Individual, Kawaii, AmeskeOHJ. Everybody's kind of got like a pretty good head on their shoulders for jokes. And of course, everybody has at least told me a funny joke at least once, so those are just people that do it on a regular basis. So let's see, who is on, or what question is next on our list? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get all the silverware out real quick. Has the most interesting hauls? I don't know. There's a lot of us that I would say do that too. I find some of the hauls interesting, even when somebody only is showing off like 4 volumes. So, I mean, everybody's got good stuff and bad stuff. You know, and there's too much stuff to actually say what's a good haul and what's a bad haul. I would just say that everybody's got good hauls. Or the most interesting haul. I mean, you know, everybody gets all this stuff and all that stuff. If we're going off number, I mean, there's a bunch of different stuff. You know, basing it off of my hauls, I mean, I guess there's a lot of people that do it. Because, I mean, either people do a lot of hauls like I do, or they do one haul all together. So, you know, at the end of the month, I mean, they probably do just as many as me, maybe a little less, I don't know. But, I mean, you know, number quantity-wise is cool. Ones that people pick up that you wouldn't have thought they picked up, I think is really cool. Or somebody's recommendations. I really like seeing those ones. Because we're all spreading out, doing all that stuff. And then just somebody getting like a new series or whatever. I think all that stuff's pretty cool. Or diversity. Having a bunch of diverse manga all together, you know. That's really cool too. Or interesting, you know, however. Who did you talk to last? Taku Mike, Flippataku, and Bizarre. Bizarre is the most recent, because it probably was right before I did this. We texted a little bit, because we're going to talk later on. But, yeah. And then, probably like an hour ago was probably like, was a Taku Mike, Flippataku. So, we're all pretty close. Doing all that stuff, you know. Or I'll message him, AmeskeOHJ, or Shin Megami talk to him too. Who did I sub to last? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't subbed to somebody I don't feel like in a week, so. But I don't know. So, who loves action? Action as in Action Comics, or action as in somebody taking action. If it's an action comic, AmeskeOHJ for sure. Flip Otaku for sure. I would say Stumps for sure. So who loves romance? Bizarre Individual, Simply Gee, Shay, for sure Shay. Has a lot of 7 Seas titles. Well, if I showed them more and said who they were from, you would know that a lot of mine has 7 Seas in it. But other than me, I would probably say that Otaku Mike has a lot of 7 Seas, just because I know what him and I have together, and then what else I have more of. So, has a lot of Dimpa. I have more Dimpa. I don't think I have a lot of titles that are Dimpa, but I know AmeskeOHJ has Dimpa. So there's not really that much. I mean, a lot of people have the same Dimpa books that I keep seeing, which is not really a lot. And then I think I have like one more than AmeskeOHJ. So I mean, we're all kind of the same. There's not really a lot of Dimpa I feel like floating out there. Loves drama, AmeskeOHJ for sure, because AmeskeOHJ will definitely, like Kawhi said on hers earlier, stir that pot. It's almost like AmeskeOHJ, you're burning the chili. I think you can turn it down to simmer it. Oh no, this chili is not done yet. We're going to keep going. There you go. That's, if you want it to be that way intense, AmeskeOHJ's drama guy right there. Who do I tag? Anybody that wants to do this. You know, it's pretty fun doing it. I feel like maybe he should have picked a couple other different questions that went on here. I might add some on the end, but yeah, anybody that wants to. So this hidden question, number 20, has the cutest pets? Everybody, you know. So, you know, and then I would add on here, like question 21, who's got the most shonen manga, which I would say is probably like me and Stumps, and probably in City Swede. And Dark Horse, I would say Flip, because Flip does have a lot of Dark Horse manga or comics. Yeah, I mean, just some other one. Udon Noodles, me. I have a lot of udon. Love it. So, just other stuff like that. Yen Press, me and Base for sure. So, you know, there's some other stuff. Who Loves Horror? So, I know that it was getting a little there for you, bud, on that one. But, you know. Anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this and my answers, especially while we were standing over a hot sink washing dishes. Woo. But, yeah. So, hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and, yeah. Just enjoy it. I don't know what else to say about it. So, yeah. But I will catch you guys later. I'm Jen Graves. Thanks for watching. Bye.